بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. جزاكم الله خير all for coming, and thank you for the ones also online that they are sharing and listening to me today. So, who can remember what Haya means? We've talked about, this is our fourth or fifth lecture today about Haya. So,
it's our modesty, sister.
Modesty, that's right, Sister Donna. Jazakallah khair. What?
وإياكم.
Yes, so she says one of them is not to be speaking in loud voice while we're talking to men. Yeah, that's one of the aspects on how to actually practice Haya. But Haya itself, as she said, Sister Donna, is modesty. And it's also actually more than modesty. It's like, you know, being aware of yourself, of what you are doing in public, and even within yourselves, in a way not to actually to try to avoid as much as you can, you know, avoiding to do any sins or anything that can violate the the protocol of also being shy and, you know, and things like this. And we talked about this in length in our first lecture, and you can find it on my YouTube channel, inshallah. And we spoke about 4 types of Haya. So we talked about 3 only. Today we're going to talk about the 4th one. So who can remember the first one? Haya from? Okay, that's how we wear hijab. That's right. Okay, so that's Haya, but we have 4 types of hijab. This is one of the practices of Haya, how to do the Haya. But there are 4 types of Haya. The ulama, actually, the scholars, they have. So what is the first Haya? Assalamu alaikum. Shyness from Allah. From Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's right. So we talked about shyness from Allah, Haya from Allah. The second one, Haya from who? From the angels. Sahih, jazakallah khair, mashallah. The third Haya, we talked about it last time. From? Come on. We said malaika, angels. The second one? The third one? From Nas, right? From the people, that's right. From the people, that's right. So, and the last one is Haya from ourselves, and this is what we're going to be talking about today, inshallah. So the types of Haya are 4. The first one is Haya from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to know that Allah is watching us, and He knows everything that we do, even if we try to do it in private without anyone watching us, right? So, and even like when we think about somebody in a wrong way, right? And when we have bad suspicious or things, like Allah knows that we are thinking about it. And then the second one is Haya from the angels. We know that the angels see everything, and they are katibun, they are writing our good deeds and bad deeds. So when we realize that they are watchers, that they're watching us, and we talked about the angels in length and who are the angels and what they do and so on. Yes, sister.
And we said Haya is came for Iman.
That's right, exactly. The more you have Iman, the more you have faith, the more you have Haya. And the Prophet ﷺ, he said that the Haya and Iman, modesty and faith, are bonded with each other. The Haya, if the Haya is gone, the Iman is gone. If the Iman is gone, the Haya is gone. Subhanallah. Because, you know, when someone starts doing haram stuff, that means, you know, they don't have taqwa, they don't know, or they don't realize, or they don't have that awareness that Allah is watching them. You know, and even if they know that they're watching us, they don't really realize it in their heart. They don't have that tawqir, that khishya, that fear from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? And then the third one is Haya from people, and we talked about that in length last time. Is, you know, when we are in front of people, what are some of the etiquettes we do, right? Like, you know, speaking loudly, you know, like, you know, hearing the other people conversation. Like when we are talking, like when someone is speaking on the phone, we're not supposed to have the speaker on where everybody listening to your conversation. When we are talking about the hijab, we talked about the hijab and how we dress modestly. When we are walking in front of men, when we are coming into the masjid, going out in the market, how we speak, how we do things, all these etiquettes and protocols. And most of them, we already know it because our parents actually taught us how to do it, right? they taught us, and when someone is nice with us, we say thank you, right? When we do something wrong, we apologize. All these are from our haya, from our modesty. They're the culture, the what is aib, what is, you know, what is shameful and what is good and what is bad. All these things that we have learned about it, like in our etiquettes and so on. Today we are going to talk about the own self.